I'm Jeb Bridges. People ask me all the time, what's your name? Hi, I'm Bedge Pritchard. Shh. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. People ask me all the time, why is your face so... Shh. I'm Jeb Bridges. People ask me all the time, why is Texas Homegrown Radio your favorite station? And I tell them, it's because it's the only radio station with roots.
Going friends, it's Clutto from Flatland Cavalry, and you're on the morning ride with the one and only Jody Lee on Texas Homegrown Radio.
It's the morning ride, live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios. It's the morning ride.
Welcome back in. It is the morning ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. Also DallasOnAir.com. Jeb Bridges in the house. I'm Jody Lee. What? I turned it up.
There it is.
It's because you're deaf.
No, it was cutting out.
It's because you're deaf.
It's because I heard that.
I'm
These
going
are my personal headphones. I done abused them for years.
I've been doing radio for, 30 years now? It'll be 30 years this year. And I've been wearing headphones. And I remember when they first came out with those little headphones that you put in your ears.
Yeah.
And I had these old DJ guys tell me, they're like, you're going to be deaf. If you put them in your ears like that, they're going to be deaf. You got to use these big, audio headphones for, radio or whatever. And now they're all like, I was running some of the old guys, I'm like, hey man, how's it going? They're like, what? Hey! I'm like, you can't hear? And they're like, all them years you're wearing them big headphones. I'm like, so basically, I'm going to be deaf no matter what.
I used to have really good hearing, man. I could hear a mouse fart under the house from the attic. You know what I mean? But, the older I get, worse.
You've been hanging out with Sunny Day.
Did you know this? This is a fun fact that I read about. I was looking up different brands of headphones. I was thinking about upgrading my headphones, and I learned, and I don't know if this is 100% true. I just read it that wearing headphones for just an hour could increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times, and if you use earbuds, that doubles because you're putting it inside your ear.
I don't like that. The way the new ones look that people use, like these iPhone ones.
Yeah.
You get the white thing and then it hangs off your earlobe. It makes me think of Something About Mary. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like hair gel.
Oh, you got hair gel.
That's what I think of when I see those. Hair gel.
That's messed up, man. But very true. That cracks me up. Cheers to that.
Cheers. I got my... I have people asking about my gun coffee, yes. Got my gun. Nobody moves or the coffee gets it.
It's a Colt 1911 coffee mug.
I love this coffee mug. It's my favorite.
I'm a little jealous. Just a little bit. I'm going to get a shotgun one.
A shotgun.
I have to hire somebody to stand over here and...
Like that stuff that tequila comes in?
Just hold it and...
Just be full of coffee?
Yeah. Hey, man, I drank all that tequila. I had one that was shaped like an AR-15.
Man.
I drank all of it.
Talk about good marketing, though. Like, when you walk into one of those places and they got something in a gun. I want it just because it's in the shape of a gun.
Yeah.
They're going to try to take that away from us, too.
But they can. Have you ever seen a zip gun?
A what?
A zip gun.
No.
Just basically a couple pieces of pipe that fit over each other with a firing pin. You just stick a shotgun shell in there.
Yeah, people are going to make it. That's the thing. It's like Charlie Daniels think about that a lot. I was listening to, I hadn't heard it in a while. Yesterday I was listening to, What This World Needs Is a Few More Rednecks.
Oh, man, I love that song. This world needs a few more rednecks. few good people up front take the lead.
Yeah, he wasn't scared to throw a little politics in his stuff.
He didn't care about that. I think his motto was like, if they get mad, good.
Yeah, but it didn't have to be good as an artist to get to that point where nobody could really do anything. Like, I'm pretty sure Willie could sing about anything he wanted, and
Well, I feel like it's hard to go from kissing butt to being a rebel. You know, you have to have always been a rebel. You know what I'm saying? Like, in your heart. Because otherwise people, like, you know, you go against the grain, like, and you've been like, you know, like, so if Garth Brooks tomorrow, if he tried to go and be some kind of like, you know, outside the lines rebel, everybody would be like, okay, Garth. All right there, Garth, you know. Nobody take him seriously, you know.
so yeah, nobody. Man, there's like a stand against Garth Brooks right now. Have you seen that? I sent you that deal yesterday.
He ain't
at
one of
the-
us.
with Hank.
Worse, he's one of them.
Well, that's what George said, but
That's what I
now
read.
Hank Williams pulled out of a show. It was like a country legends show, right? And
Yeah.
and Hank Williams Jr. pulled out of it, and they asked him why, and he goes, "For one reason, I ain't sharing stage with that Garth Brooks guy." He said, "I don't want to be on stage with him."
Yeah. I don't like
They all did, man. Like, they're all like pulling out of stuff. Toby Keith did, and then George Strait. And George, it takes a lot for George to say something.
But yeah, because George is all about the love songs and stuff. He never
Yeah.
put anything.
He
out
never
real
said anything bad
political,
about
you know.
nobody.
Rodeo and love songs, man. You know,
He never said anything bad about nobody either. He always kept quiet. That's what I liked about George, though.
he always stayed out of it.
Yeah, he was never in the news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he got huge as an artist, but he was never in the news.
He had like a couple small little scandals.
he was never in the but not.
But
I mean, that was in the early days.
Yeah, but you can't really go without having some
But
scandals.
I think it's even worse nowadays because social media. There's always a phone on you now. You know.
Yeah.
I was talking to Gary P. Nunn about that, and he goes, man, he said, I'm glad they didn't have these phones back in my younger days. He goes, the things that went on backstage.
Right.
He said, whew. He said, and back then, if somebody got a picture, you just took their camera away from them, took the film out of it. He goes, now before you can turn around, it's already posted on all these different things.
That was live. Some Karen. That was
Yeah.
live. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was live. Everybody sees you. Everybody knows your name now. You know?
Yeah, he's like, it's dangerous now. He goes, but there's no proof of the things we did back in the days. I'm like, you're right, Gary B.
You know, I was watching this show, and all of y'all listening, if you feel so inclined, look this show up. It's called Tales from the Tour Bus.
Oh, gosh, I love that.
It's one of my favorite shows. You know, it's awesome. And there was this scene, and they were talking about Waylon, you know, and he hung out a lot with George Jones. You know, they were friends, and he was talking about one day that George Jones got super hammered over at his house and was just kind of acting a fool, and so Waylon tied him to a tree and left him there until the morning. I just thought that was.
I wonder if
you know,
that's where the term Jonesin came from.
maybe it could be.
It's very possible.
Very well could.
I never
be.
thought about that till just that moment.
Jonesin.
Yeah, he was jonesing. He was needing something like George did.
Man, I tell you what, there's a lot of them about George Jones and Tammy Wynette.
Makes me say, Speaking of, it's time. It's time for one of my favorite segments of the day.
Things that make you go, things that make you go, things that make you go,
Interesting.
There's lots of things that make me say, you know, I don't sleep well at night.
Is that right?
Yep, I just don't. I had to switch the music up, sorry.
Me neither.
And I lay there and I think of things that make me say, It's those things that keep me awake at night, mostly.
Right.
Like, I really thought, and I'm not alone in this, I'm pretty sure, but I really thought, like, the older I got, that quicksand was going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Like on all the old shows when I was a kid, like Knight Rider, Gilligan's Island,
Yeah.
all these shows, there was one episode at least that somebody got stuck in quicksand and could get out. But I always wondered, why is it quicksand when you sink really slowly? Shouldn't have been slow sand.
Yeah.
Why is it quicksand?
I don't know.
Makes no sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Just like a boxing ring, but it's in a square.
always a square.
Why is it not round?
It's called a ring.
It's a ring. It should be round.
It doesn't make any sense, does it?
It's a bunch of things like that. Like sweetmeats are candy, right?
Yeah.
But sweetbreads aren't sweet or meat. I don't know.
Okay.
There's something that's always made me think, You tell somebody there's like all these galaxies and stars and stuff out there and they believe you. But if you tell them that paint's wet on a bench, they're going to have to touch it and find out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So true.
I can't help it. Like, I got to know.
I got to know.
I've got to know, is it really wet? And there's a sign. Wet paint. Doesn't matter. Gonna touch it. Just, yep.
Just to see if it's still wet.
Just like whenever somebody tells a guy, that's hot. I want to see how hot.
True.
My dad's like,
I've got
don't pick
several
up that
burns
metal
to
I'm
prove
welding
that.
on. It's hot.
I've got several burns to prove that. That might be an inherent male thing, though. Inherent male thing.
Probably is.
Because my son does that. Both my sons have done that. Multiple times.
As a performer, maybe you could answer this one for me.
All right.
Why do you recite at a play, but you play at a recital? See what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah. Mind blown. Just like, why do feet smell but noses run? Like, who comes up with this stuff? Like, like, it's all backwards. The world is backwards.
It's true. Oh, man. I don't know.
Why is quite a few the same as quite a lot?
I don't know.
It's true.
I can't.
Just like, why are wise guys and wise men different?
I don't know. It's the English language is messed up.
I don't know. Things always bother me. Like when I was a kid, though, like the TV shows, if you go back, do you go back and watch things that you thought were cool when you were a kid? And now you watch them and you're like, that was stupid.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that way about Urban Cowboy. And like it was really dumb. Like, I would not like that dude if, like, nowadays, if you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Some city guy trying to play cowboy.
And he getting all freaking butt hurt in the bar because some dudes are looking at his girl. He's
Yeah.
hey! You know,
He's a jerk.
he really was.
And the worst part is at the end when he's like apologizing for hitting her, but then realizes somebody else hit her, and he's like, "Wait a minute, did he hit you? I'm gonna kill that songbird." I'm like, "You were just apologizing for hitting her, and now,
This, man.
yeah." You know who got the raw deal in that movie was Pam. She was actually a nice person.
It's true.
Yeah, Pam was nice.
It's true.
He messed up.
He did. He messed up.
Yeah. I don't know where
Take
I got
that,
off on that.
John Travolta.
But it's just like Superman, I thought was cool when I was a kid. But I never understood why on Superman, the TV show, they would shoot him with bullets and the bullets would bounce off his chest. But the guys would run out of bullets and they'd throw their gun and he would duck. Every time.
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, like they would shoot him with the bullets and the bullets would fall off and he was just like, I'm Superman.
But then they throw the
But
gun.
then they throw the gun. Oh no! Oh no, not the gun! Don't throw that heavy metal gun at me.
That's crazy. I didn't think of that. Probably because it was really going to hurt the actor. He's like, no, don't throw that thing at me. That hurts.
But the bullets bounced off his chest.
It's true.
So why not let the gun bounce on? Like, it just made me say,
Yeah.
It just bothered me as a kid. A lot of those
holes.
shows.
Plot holes.
If you go back and watch stuff, like, I mean, we stuff that we thought was cool nowadays, I'm like, what is...
But I still like the Goonies. You know?
Goonies is still awesome. Hey, you guys!
Goonies is never bad.
Goonies is a legend.
And Terminator's still cool.
I don't know. It's pretty cheesy.
Yeah, it is. But not the first one. The first one was pretty cool.
A lot of the stuff we watched was so bad.
It was.
Like more TV shows more than movies. But like Knight Rider, oh my gosh.
I had
The Talking Trans Am.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But John Wayne was cool. And I had like boxes upon boxes. I still have
John
old VHS tapes of John Wayne. And so I grew up a lot watching that. Sons of Katie Elder, Big Jake.
You can't go wrong with John Wayne.
Rio
I'm sorry.
Lobo. Like there's so many good ones. So
I'm just talking about like normal TV shows like that we watch. Like
yeah.
there's shows they could make. Can you imagine if they tried to make different strokes these days? Like,
Can you imagine
that.
Fonzie being the cool guy
Fonzie?
right now?
Hey, what a dork.
Yeah, but
now that you've seen it, who Harry Winkler is, or Henry Winkler, like after Waterboy,
that's what makes it hilarious. Could you
pumping his high heels. Yeah, I can't see Fonzie the same
Little
way.
Nicky?
Jumping the shark.
Did you watch Little Nicky? You
That
ever
was
seen
awful.
that movie? That
That
was
was
terrible.
Some of Adam Sandler's movies are too much
Right.
for me.
But now I present to you Henry Winkler, covered in beeves.
Okay, I think that's our segment, Things That Make You Say. I think Henry Winkler was the winner today.
I think he was.
We're going to come back with some more. We got more music coming your way, though. Stay tuned. Live 24/7 music right there on Texas Homegrown Radio. And we'll be back on Facebook and YouTube Live coming up just a little bit with more for you. Live from the Rockstar Ranch in Texas Homegrown Studios. It's the Morning Rise.